The superintendent of public schools says we need to do more surrounding mental health resources for Idaho kids. Right now, there are guidance counselors and even some school-based therapists. But in today's Finding Hope, 6 on Your Side's Jessica Taylor shows us how the State Department of Education is offering more resources to urban and rural areas.
The State Department of Education received a grant which in total could help 50 schools offer resources aimed at youth suicide prevention. It would increase peer-focused support groups. So in theory, students would have trusted adults and friends to talk with and help connect them to resources. Several schools across the valley have school-based therapists who say the more resources, the better.
Kids are using that language in elementary school, like they're aware and understand what suicide is. They're experiencing it in some way in their lives.
Idaho, unfortunately, ranks 5th in the nation for highest suicide rates. But the State Department of Education is taking a $3.6 million grant to address the issue head-on at school.
If we save one life in the state of Idaho, to me, that is worth it, but we need to do more.
More and more schools across the state are improving and increasing their mental health resources. Several districts have school-based therapists working with kids at every age.
I think, at some level you're going to have developmentally appropriate interventions for as young as kindergarten, using the language and the things that they understand so that they'll know how to reach out when they do feel that way.
The therapists are able to start the awareness early, and students learn about how their brain works, though simplified. For example, kindergartners can learn about their amygdala and call it the guard dog, which triggers their flight, fight, or freeze response.
When he's barking, that scares away your wise owl, which is your prefrontal cortex. And your prefrontal cortex is where you do your school stuff.
The grant is set for 5 years. In the first year, 10 schools will be selected from rural and urban areas in the state. Every year, 10 more get added. Being there's nearly 700 schools in Idaho and this reaches just 50, it might feel like a drop in the bucket, but the State Department of Education says every resource makes a wave.
We're hoping to connect all those resources to get what kids need so that they can be successful moving forward with their social emotional needs.
This grant will also expand on existing programs. Boise School District is where Amanda works, and they have other trained counselors and guidance lessons over topics like self-harm or suicidal ideation. West Ada School District works with the Meridian Schools Clinic to provide mental health counseling with a licensed social worker on their elementary campus. Caldwell provides mental health counseling at several schools, including Sacagawea Elementary, Jefferson Middle, and Canyon Spring High School. And the Nampa School District has a district-wide suicide screening protocol to identify students expressing symptoms of suicidal ideation or self-harm.
Hopefully, we'll see a lot of rural schools apply where we know that they are strapped for resources.
Most districts also have guidance counselors with mental health training. School-based therapists from Terry Riley go to 13 schools in the Boise, West Ada, Nampa, Caldwell, Melba, and Marsing school districts. The State Department of Education is still figuring out how to select the first 10 schools for the grant, but schools will be able to apply soon. Reporting in studio, Jessica Taylor, 6 on Your Side.